Hey guys, Comic Book Steve here with another haul. This one's from the past few weeks. I can't remember when the last one I actually uploaded was. I filmed a couple, never got around to uploading them, so now I'm just gonna do them all at once again. It seems to happen a lot lately. I'm not sure why. I know work's been pretty crazy for me, so it's actually probably why. But yeah, this is gonna be at least 3 weeks worth, judging by my new release stack over here. So let's just jump into it. I don't have these bunched up by store. I'll try to remember where I got them from, how much I paid as best as possible. The new releases are definitely out of order. So first off, we got here Thor number 10, Mighty Thor number 10, continuing the Jane Foster storyline. Uh, Still awesome, still loving it. Can't wait to see where this is going. Yeah, and then we got Steve Rogers, Captain America, number 4. On the fence if I want to continue this. I'm curious to see where House is going to end up, but I don't know if I'm curious enough to continue picking it up monthly. Yeah, that's about that. I will say the Civil War part of this was so minute. It's laughable that they even consider this a tie-in. The don't expect the cover to happen anywhere inside. There's no like interaction between Cap and Captain Marvel or Cap and Iron Man anywhere in the book. There's a brief reference to uh, Cap, Hydra Cap trying to take advantage of the feud going on between the heroes, but that is it. That is it, and it's funny. Not enjoying the Civil War 2 tie-ins, nor am I really enjoying the main series. Although, like I've said before, the art is pretty incredible. I do love the art in the main series. This is from this week, All New Wolverine Annual 1. I got this because I was really curious to see the tie-in or the team up between Spider-Gwen and All New Wolverine. It's very bare bones. They do like a body swap, and it's really like light on story. I mean, it's I if I had to give it a grade, I'd give it a really flat 5 out of 10. They really like. It seems like the only idea they had on the paper was, okay, we're gonna do a team up between Spider Woman and or Spider Gwen and All New Wolverine, and they're gonna body swap. And that's as far as I got with the story because it never went past that. It was almost laughable how mundane it was, even up to the end. But I will say the art was pretty awesome, so it has that going for it. It definitely wasn't as thrilling as a Wolverine Spidey team up of our yesterday. Then we got, speaking of All New Wolverine 11, another Civil War 2 tie-in, which I am also not crazy about. The art wasn't as good as the regular artists on this series, so that was a letdown. But I really got this for the cover. I thought the cover was really awesome. I think it's an homage to a Alex Ross cover with Wonder Woman stepping on Batman's neck. But this one just takes it a step further, having that knife or that claw coming out of Laura Kinney's foot. So it's a really awesome looking cover. So I had to grab that. Stories, not bad, but it's another below the line Civil War 2 tie-in. Probably one of the better ones, but still not that great. All things considered. Spider-Man 7 Civil War 2, another Civil War 2 tie-in. That's pretty mundane, even for this series, but it's still a good series, so it wins anyway. It's mostly Miles dealing with the choice of who he's going to side with and what it means and all that. Spider-Gwen number 11, really awesome storyline. Enjoying this book. Also picked up Superwoman number 1. I didn't get this the week it came out. I got this the week after, based on all the good things I heard about it. It's not bad. I like to see Phil Jimenez's art, so that's fun. I don't think I'll continue the book, but it was a fun issue nonetheless. Black Widow number 6. This was an incredible issue. This was probably one of my favorite single issues of the year. No matter which way I thought this issue was gonna go, it seemed to go a different way, and I guess it depends on your state of mind going into it, and how how cynical you are in comics and all that. I mean, it seemed like there was a lot of setup for um, things that seem to happen a lot in comic books, but so the cynic in me was like, oh, this is just going to be another team up. This is just going to happen here, and it every time I thought that, it took me in a different direction. So it was fun. This is definitely one of my favorite books coming out right now. I was on the fence about continuing it, but I have no choice. It's really good, so I will be picking up this one as long as Wade and Semney are on the book. Then we got Invincible Iron Man number. Let me move some of these out of the way. Number 7. This is the third print with the Riri Williams first appearance picture on the bottom. I thought that was a fun little addition. I don't often see these subsequent printings in the shop I go to on Wednesdays. They don't carry a ton of new releases, so I had one copy of this, so I thought I'd pick it up while I saw it. They also had number 9 there, the third printing, but I didn't want to overdo it, so I just got that one. Then I also got, this is from this week, Carnage number 11. Love that cover, and I actually really like this series now. I had gotten the first issue when it came out. I wasn't too taken away with it, so I didn't pick up any other ones, but I picked up this one, mostly for the cover, and I read through it, and I was like, this is pretty good. And as you'll see here, I've been picking up the rest of the series throughout the week. Newberry has a sale going on where buy 2 get 1 free as long as it's $3.99 and under. So I'm using that to pick up any remaining books in the series that I don't have. And the series is not gonna keep going on, so it's good to know that it's gonna have an ending of some sort, as much as you can with a character that never ends. But at least the series will end. I actually had low expectations for Conway's modern writing. I see a lot of a lot of writers from the 70s and like 80s and stuff and whatnot trying to write nowadays, and it just doesn't seem to work. So I was really surprised I enjoyed this as much as I did. So now I'm even more excited for Conway's Renew Your Vows. I don't even know if that's what it's called. Series coming out after Civil War II. So yeah, that was fun. It's like I said, really awesome looking cover. The covers of the series are worth the price alone, I think. I mean, they're pretty awesome. And the story is really good too. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about this one. I couldn't find this one all week. I did find it at one shop. I got this mostly because I wanted to see how the series is going to wrap up and how they're going to bring Venom back into his villainous kind of behaviors. I wanted to see a Spider-Man Venom fight, so I wanted to see how that went down. Cover's great. The story is absolutely crap. I thought it was pretty awful. There's a few things wrong with it. One, it makes Peter Parker look like a jerk off to his friend Flash. I don't care if it's. I mean, I guess you can take in the continuity with the symbiote as some of what his motivations are and how it like terrorized him for years and how it terrorized Mary Jane. So I guess there's that. But it seemed really odd to me. I didn't like it at all. I thought the fight was gonna play down a different way, and I guess that's my problem. I wrote it in my head before I read the book, but I really didn't like the execution here. I don't like how the symbiote can have its own human-looking form. Like when the symbiote is, I don't know what happened in the rest of the series prior to this, but the symbiote can walk around and fight and look the same as it would if it had a host like this. Like this might be the symbiote. In the book, it can do that. It can just hang out and look normal, or look like it has a host and talk. And it's like at that point, it's like, why even bother having a host? Do you really need one? I don't know. It seemed really lame to me. I will get the next issue to see where it goes, but I am underwhelmed by this one. Unfortunately, I was really looking forward to that. So that's that. I also had a hard time finding that issue. I don't know if I mentioned that. Don't know if that means anything, but I know the variant goes for a bit. but that the regular issue, I went to like 4 or 5 shops, and I didn't see it. I finally found it at the fifth one. Then we got here Amazing Spider-Man number 17 and number 16. I'm really enjoying this series, and I'm way better than series 3 with Spider-Verse and the introduction to Parker Industries and all that. That one seemed to be spinning its wheels waiting for Secret Wars to happen. And of course, Spider-Verse, started off really awesome, then kind of fizzled out in the last issue or so. This one I'm enjoying a lot more. I feel like I'm intrigued in where it's going. I love the art. The new Electro here, who is actually a character we've seen before. I had the issue out what her first appearance is. I don't know if I still have it out in all my mess over here. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I got it up here. Actually, I have some more books up there, so that's good to know. So yeah, this new Electro is on the scene. Not gonna spoil how she comes about, but her first appearance is actually, I think her name is Francine Fry, which is Frye, which is kind of funny. Her first appearance was actually in volume 3, Amazing Spider-Man number 2. This is where stuff happens to her that they reference in number 16 and 17 over here. So I don't know if it's going to be a character that takes off or whatnot. I think the one thing going against her right now is that her costume is very much like the original Electro, so there's no, like, other than having boobs, there's no difference in her visual, which is kind of sucky. I think they could have done more with that. But yeah, if you're looking for her first appearance, for whatever reason, it's in issue 2. Can't remember if that had a variant or not. I'm sure it does, actually. I know it had a second print, but yeah, I'm sure you can find that cheap. But it's about that. Dead No More is shaping up to be really awesome. We're really looking forward to seeing the way that goes. And yeah, we'll continue on here. Actually, do I have any more new releases? No, that is all my new releases. Okay. So the other books, this pile is going to be books I've been getting from Newberry with their sale. I'm trying to complete some runs that I otherwise wasn't going to, but with the sale, it's a fun time. So I stopped getting Superman Action Comics at 658. I couldn't find 659 the day I looked, but I got the variant for 960, 961, and then 962. I just wanted to finish off, since they had that sale going on, I wanted to finish off the Doomsday arc. I do have nostalgia for that Death of Superman art series, so I thought I'd see where this went. It was fun. I don't think I'll continue picking up the series, but it was good for one arc. I thought that was fun to see Doomsday. Maybe I'll peek back in, see what happens with Doomsday later on after this series ends. It did end on a bit of a cliffhanger. Then the other series I was picking up with the sale going on was the Carnage series with its awesome covers. And there are a few first appearances in here. I don't remember all their names. But, so you got, that cover is one of my favorite ones. This cover is also pretty awesome. Number 5. Number 6 is a first appearance of, I don't remember her name, Jujubee or Julie. She's a character that has a bit of the Carnage symbiote inside her. So like her eyes turn red and she gets a little freaky. It's not bad. Then we got number 7. Number 9. It's another awesome cover. It does not actually happen in the book though. There's no Carnage turning into a ocean. Number 10. I think this one is the first appearance of a new symbiote called Raze. Not the best looking symbiote design I've ever seen, but it is a new symbiote nonetheless. So I thought that was a fun one to grab. I think I'm only missing number 2 and 3 now, but they're still fairly easy to get. It's a series that was underordered, so take that for what you will. I don't see it lasting into the next Marvel relaunch. Then yesterday, I also picked up, as part of the sale, I picked up the second print of Amazing 15. It's the first place I've seen that, so I thought I'd grab it. Not the second, the variant edition of number 9 of Amazing Spider-Man. It's a pretty decent cover. And then Carnage number 8. Not one of the best covers of the series, but still pretty funny. It's a good series. I would suggest you check it out if you're interested for a good read. Then we got these are books from local comic shops as part of sales. I think these are the last bits of books that I got from the New England comic sale, where they were having 15-cent issues, and some of these are from dollar bins. I'll try to remember where I got these from, actually. This one was a 15-cent one. Thor's number 1. I do like the series. It was probably one of my favorite ones from the Secret Warriors tie-ins. Thor 25, one of the variants that I did not have yet, 15 cents. This next one, I was really surprised to find this, actually. Actually, I forgot a book to grab over here, but oh well. X-23 number 1. This was $3.25. Shop called Million Year Picnic. I was really surprised to see this in the back issue bin. I already have a copy, so if anyone is looking for it and wants to do a trade for something, let me know. Otherwise, I might sit on it for a little bit and then throw it up on eBay. This one was $1. Spectacular Spider-Man 230. That's not 230. That is 230. That is a 239. Can't read. Then Web of Spider-Man 4. That was $1. Weapon X $14. Crappy looking cover, awesome looking art on the interior. Has the artist who did the Further Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix story, which is like an origin story for Mr. Sinister. And one of my top 3 favorite story arcs of all time. It's, if you like period pieces and superhero comics, it is incredible. I loved it. It was a 90s book. So it's you'll find it in dollar bins all over the place. But Further Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix, it was a 4-issue series, and it's really awesome. That's all I can say. Guardians of the Galaxy number 16. This was a 15-center. This one I got because it is so on the cover of 15 they had the Captain Marvel joins the Guardians of the Galaxy. She wasn't actually in the issue. She doesn't show up until issue 16, so technically speaking, this is her joining the team, but I'm sure if it ever took off, the number 15 would be the one to get, just because she's on the cover and actually says she's joining the team. 520, got that for $2, filling up some Spider-Man gaps. 517, then number 45, some more of those awful generic covers I like to do. Superior number 15, that one was 15 cents. Secret Avengers 32, first Black Ant, that was also 15 cents. Avengers 19, really awesome looking Carol Danvers cover, and if you've never read it before, Infinity is another awesome storyline. That one was 15 cents. Hulk 369 was $1. This is probably one of my favorite issues of Peter David's run. This is from an all too short period in time where it was after the Mr. Fix-It stuff, but it was before the merged Hulk stuff, so it was a rare appearance of the Grey Hulk not being burdened by trying to become merged or being in Vegas. So it's a lot of fun. Dale Keown art, so really good stuff there. Amazing Spider-Man 634. That was actually $4.25 when it says on there. They didn't. New England Comics in Brockton doesn't have a sale on when the sale was going on. They weren't putting any of their Amazing Spider-Man books on sale, which is a bummer. I was really annoyed about that. But I did get this one just because it was cheap enough at its regular price, and the copy I have is really musty on it. So I want to get a better one. So I did, and there's that. Amazing 625. I think that was $2 at Million Year. Just another one to fill up some gaps. Captain Marvel 14. This is a fun one. I love the cover. This is a Black Vortex tie-in, obviously. Not There's a variant that goes along with this, but this whole storyline that crossed over between a bunch of the Guardians type books was really underordered. I guess it has enough of a fan following that some of these rarer ones are a little more expensive. Like not like super expensive, but this one goes for anywhere between eight and $10 on eBay, which is pretty good. It's hard to find. I've never seen the regular edition recently, at least. The variant I got when it came out, because I love the variant so much. The variant goes for anywhere from 10 to 20. It's a Sorrentino variant. I don't have it out right now, but it is pretty cool. I would suggest if you are interested in this storyline at all, the ones to get are this one, Captain Marvel 14, and Cyclops' tie-in. And then, of course, the variants that went along with it, which are all really awesome and woefully underrated. That's that. I was surprised to see that. That was sitting on the shelf. This is a store that I'm sure we've all been to these kind of stores that keep their new releases on the shelf for like years and months and just let them go as they go. So this guy had the Captain Marvel new releases were went back all the way until before like the second. It went to the just before the second series started, and they even had the first issue of the second series, which I was shocked at, but I didn't want to pick it up because I already had 2 copies of it, so I just put it in front of the rest of them and left it for someone else to have a good day. Then this was $1. Defenders number 12, last issue of that Defenders series. I guess this is one of those issues where it's hard to jump in. On the last issue, I tried to read it and I was like, I have no idea what's going on, and I really didn't care for the story too much from what I could understand, so I just got it because it was the last issue. That's really about it. Amazing 562 and Amazing Extra number 2. So that's that. Then the last few I got here, I actually had another one that I forgot to put in here, also from Million Year Picnic. Was the first issue of the Mystique series by Brian K. Vaughan, which I never really see. Not super expensive. I think I paid like $4 for it, so I was happy to do that. But I think it goes for about that on eBay. I think it's an underrated series. If you like Brian K. Vaughan's work, I would highly recommend checking out his run on Mystique. First arc had lackluster art, but picks up after that. These next 3 are from eBay. Actually, I probably should have shown this one last. So I had an eBay fail here. Let me take that away for a second. I was looking at the variants for under-ordered books that I might have some partial interest in. So a lot of those like female-driven books from like the early 2000s or mid 2000s, or mid 2000, before 2010, I should say. Just because if for some reason they take off, I would kick myself for not getting them. So I was trying to look at the ones I thought I'd be interested in, like Journey into Mystery, Fearless Defenders, the Red She-Hulk, or even the Red Hulk books. I think were underordered. So I found this one, the Fearless Defenders number 1 in 50 variant. I ordered it. It's $5. But I made a mistake. Did you know that they have cards of these covers? Because I didn't. I didn't read the eBay listing well enough, and I ended up getting I ordered a card of the first issue variant of that series. I didn't think that. Looking at the listing now, it's clear that it's a card. I mean, they don't say card in the title, but they put the number of the card. So it was like 132. I just thought they were mashing up all various Defenders numbers, uh, and they put the abbreviation for what the card is. But I ignored it. It never occurred to me that there would be a modern run of Fleer cards. I think this is Fleer Upper Deck cards for obscure series variants. That's not what the series is called, but it never occurred to me to even think about looking at that. I thought the border was just a nice little thing they did on their shop to make their books stand out. So now I have a Fearless Defenders 1 in 50 variant card. That kind of sucked. It's only like $5, so it's not a huge loss, and that's including the shipping. But it was really annoying when I saw the package. I was like, that doesn't look right. So, but I did order, like you saw, the actual cover was also about $5. So that was fun. It's a cool looking cover. I like the look of it. It's a 1 in 50 variant, so I thought I'd pick it up since it's cheap. I did want to get the Fearless Defenders #1, the regular edition, but I held off because I was like, well, let me see what kind of variants they have. Maybe there's a cool one to get, and sure enough, there was. So that was that. Yeah, buyer beware. Take a look at your listings. I'm not good at that. This one's a lot of fun. This was another one I found in my looking at variants for obscure series. This isn't really an obscure series, but nonetheless. This is from the Jeff Loeb Hulk Red Hulk series. This is I don't even know what kind of variant this is. 1 in 10, 1 in 20. This one's a lot of fun because Red She-Hulk's first appearance is at the end of number 15. This is number 14. I didn't know there was a variant with her on the cover. It's a great looking cover too, by Ed McGuinness. So technically this is her first appearance, if you're into that sort of thing. But I've never heard about it before, so it might be under the radar. I know she's not a character being used very often anymore, but all the more reason to get it if you have any interest in her. I think she's a cool character. I like her better than Jennifer Walters, so there's that. I'm sure they'll bring her back eventually. It's a cool Wolverine looking cover. So there is that. Number 14 variant. I think I got it for like $4 or $5 on eBay. And then the last one I'm going to show off is one that pisses me off, not because anything's wrong with it, but because it's such a pain in the ass to get for a good price. Amazing 606 J. Scott Campbell variant. This is about a very fine near mint copy. I got this on eBay for $30. That's probably the lowest you can spend right now on it. I was really hoping to find it somewhere in the wild, just hanging about in a back issue bin, but I've been to, on my various vacations to New York, antique stores, comic shows. I have been very unlucky finding this, just sitting around. I'm sure they're out there somewhere, but I don't think I'll be seeing them anytime soon. The reason this pisses me off so much, because even though the cover is great, I am skeptical in the fact that this is going to retain its value. Just whenever I see a book that's expensive because of an artist, especially if it's not a variant, I have a hard time believing that it'll maintain its value. I get flashbacks to the 90s where all the McFarlane books were really expensive, just because of the artist, or like there's this annual for Amazing Spider-Man that has She-Hulk and Abomination, and it's drawn by Rob Liefeld, and it was behind the glass with all the Silver Age books at my local comic shop when I was a kid, and it went for like $20. And now you can find it in dollar bins all over the place because Rob Liefeld books don't really command a lot. That's a whole different situation, but it reminds me of this kind of stuff where there's a hot book just based on the art, but in 10, 20 years, are the new people buying comic books really going to care about this artist that much, or is it just going to be the people who were collecting then? I don't know. I just don't. All I know is I didn't want to spend more than 10 on this, but I bought it for 30 because I only need 18 more issues of Amazing Spider-Man to complete my 200 to modern day run. This one and 607 were two on there. 607 I don't have yet. I'm still trying to find that for 30 or under. That one seems to command a bit more. That one I see go for like 40 at the least. So might bite the bullet and use up the rest of my PayPal money. but I'm not too excited about that. I did try it on New Shop. That was crazy expensive on the South Shore over here. South Shore in Massachusetts. Uh, I went there on Saturday. I think it's called Chris's Comics. They have a lot of back issues, but they were, man, were they overpriced. I think that's what drives me nuts about some of these back issue places. They like to they charge eBay prices and then some, and then they never change the price back down when the book goes down. So anything that has McFarlane on it is like instantly a $20 book, and anything that's on eBay is at or above what the eBay asking price is. So it gets a bit aggravating. They did say they were gonna have a sale around Halloween, so check that out. See what's going on with that. But the sale price I'm sure will be more in line with what a normal price is at a store. Anyway, if anyone has number 607, let me know. Maybe we can do a trade if they have like a double or something. Um, yeah, that's about all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. Everyone have a great Labor Day. I'll try to get this up sometime today so it's not like completely outdated. And I'll talk to you later.